Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to SA Accounting Academy. Here's a short clip on one of our previous webinars. I hope that you really do enjoy it.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, warm welcome to everybody on this beautiful, autumn morning this morning. The webinar today will be on the IRBA 2020 Public Inspections Report. It is a report on audit quality. That's the first year that they actually say on the front cover, report on audit quality. So it's not just a public inspections report, it's on audit quality. Okay, it was released by IRBA on the 1st of Feb. That was my birthday. And IRBA continues to engage with relevant stakeholders and holds firm to account on audit quality improvement measures. The reason why I put that little red piece in front is because that sort of sums up their intentions. Okay, they are going to continue with this because we are trying to still fix the damage that was done to the accounting and the auditing profession. All right. So as a result of that, our regulator, who is IRBA, is much, much more stringent, and they will be a lot more diligent in future. All right. Okay, so let's just get the housekeeping out of the way. That is me. I think most of you have been to my webinars. Those of you that have not, that is me, Lettie Jansen van Vuuren. This is what I do for a living. I develop and present webinars, and then I also do consulting for auditing and accounting firms. Right, things like file monitorings, audit quality reviews, EQCRs. Whenever they've got a visit from either Psych or IRBA, that's when I normally get the panicky phone calls. All right, so anything, any sort of consultation as to this is the situation, what do you think my audit opinion should be, or any sort of consultation, that's where my forte lies. Okay, basically anything where chatting is involved, that's me. All right, so you can go back and read up more on where I've been and what I've been doing with myself if you want to. But that's all the housekeeping behind us. What's on the agenda for today? Let's go and have a quick look. On the agenda for today, we've got, we're going to start off with the introduction, and the introduction including the background and the focus of the Public Inspections Report. Then we're going to have a quick look at the inspection themes for 2020. The 2019-2020 means the 2020 year end. All right, so the latest year. Then we're going to look at, in detail, the majority of the webinar will be spent on the key inspection themes. The key inspection themes obviously are where they found the most problems. And even though the report is presented in such a way that it is actually trying to be constructive by nature, they are saying, instead of saying, this is what's wrong, and if you don't do this, then this is the repercussion, they've worded it as in terms of, this is what you should focus on. This is what will be beneficial. This is the solution. If you do this, this works. All right. So it is, they're trying to be positive in the way that they've written their grammar. All right. After the key inspection themes, we're going to be looking at the remedial action process. That's your root cause analysis and the reporting process afterwards, where you respond to their report and they then come back to you and give you a final report. All right. Then we're going to end off with a future outlook, and in terms of where are we now and where are they moving towards? What are they going to try and focus on in future? It's always good to know what they say they will be focusing on. And really, there's nothing new. I think about 2 years ago, they, for the first time, said what they will be focusing on in future. And you know what? It actually was nothing new. It's what they've been focusing on for the last 5-6 years, and it's what they will continue to focus on for the next however many years. Okay, indefinitely, unfortunately. And then there's the 7th inspection cycle. Just the reason why this is at the end is just because it's all the logistics behind it. All right. So I'm not going to really go into any detail on that. That's how they attack their process. What happens? They let you know that you're due for an inspection. You do this. You submit this to them. Then they come to your office. Then this happens. Then that happens. We will look at it. Okay. I have given you what do they call, screenshots or slide shots. So please just bear with me as we move backwards and forwards between the material, which is the actual source document, and the slides. All right. Starting off with my quote slide. Shame the poor lady says to the guy dressed in his knight armor, regulatory audit today. Okay. I found two very interesting quotes on audit quality. The first one is by Ron Kaufman, and he says, quality is more than a promise, it's genuine performance. Audit quality always used to be this sort of a pie in the sky type, ooh, that's what we want type of concept. But it really isn't anymore. Quality is performance on a daily basis. It's implementing the necessary structures and tools and all sorts of things in your engagement on a daily basis, within your firm on a daily basis, in your tasks on a daily basis. Right. And then W.E. Deming had the most, probably the most prolific quote and the most well-known one that says, quality is everyone's responsibility. That's the quote we normally see, but he actually had it a little bit further. He said, quality is everyone's responsibility, and we never have to stop getting better. That's quite good, because we all are constantly striving to be better all the time. And I'm sure, you know what, they always say, I always look at this and say, you know, somebody who runs the 100 meters wants to run it as fast as possible. And people are shaving off seconds and milliseconds and hundreds of seconds. However, every single year, the world records, people run faster and they run it in a shorter time. Will they ever be able to run it in 0 seconds? No. Okay, even when, suppose if we're able to teleport in future, it'll still take a couple of seconds, less than 9, definitely, but there's still, you'll never get to that perfect utopia. So it is something that you strive towards. You never stop wanting to be better. There's constant improvements, and that's what keeps us going. It's what keeps us going and makes us good human beings as well. Okay, productive human beings. Right, so let's get stuck in our introduction as well as the background and the focus. In the front, you'll see I've given you the section contents. We're going to look quickly at the IRBA communique, looking also at an overview, background, focus areas, and then the contents I actually wanted to show you now. If you can bear with me while I show you the contents of the document. The contents of the document looks like this. I should maybe just increase the... There we go. Is that better? Is that big enough, everyone? Once more. That's probably better. Okay. There's the contents for you. So you'll see we're going to start off with a background and focus, then the inspection outcomes, key inspection themes. You'll see everything here. These 5, they've made a little bit of a, how do you call it? An oversight. They actually left this in from last year. It's the same order as last year. This year they've changed it ever so slightly. Disclosures is at the top, so the 3.3.1, the heading here doesn't correlate to the actual report's content on page 17. But that's you know, neither here nor there. It still is individual audit inspection themes. Right, so the contents, you've got it in here, and the focus for your purposes now will be on the key inspection themes. The remedial action process is after you've had your IRBA inspection on, and but it does help to know ahead of time what's included in there. All right, let's get back to our slides. So I'm going to start off quickly with the IRBA communique. The IRBA communique, as you could see, I have already provided that to you. And the IRBA communique says very clearly on the slides that the objective is to promote audit quality at a broader level. Okay, so that's really why they issue this report. It's not to let us know, well, listen, this is how how we, or the problems that we found. Yes, they are giving us the problems that they found, but so that there's transparency, and also so that they could say, you know what, everybody is having problems with this.
I hope that you enjoyed that video. For more of our webinar videos, go to www.accountingacademy.co.za. Thank you and have a lovely day.